Hey everybody, welcome to 2ZQHT26, where we discuss issues, both big and small. I am your host, the very handsome Tim Kirk, and today I'll be talking about stepping right up and putting your best foot forward. Best foot forward for things like checkout lines, ATMs, and waiting for elevators and lobbies. Just walk right up to the front of the line. You don't have to wait or stand back 30 feet. When I see people go on autopilot and do this, it's like they are attempting to make a sweeping grand entrance down the stairs like Loretta Young did at the beginning of the Loretta Young show. This is a reference to something most people under the age of 70 have absolutely no idea about whatsoever. She was a stately actress, probably best known for playing David Niven's spouse in the Christmas classic film, The Bishop's Wife. Anyway, just go to the front of the line every time. You don't need a proctor to manage the queue. Just go to the front, put the phone down, and step on it. Get it over with and go back to staring at your screen. Also, there is no imaginary cutoff line so very many people draw in their minds while waiting to use an ATM. Don't hover over anybody. Just stand back a few feet from the person at the machine, but don't act like you were trying to avoid being contaminated with radioactive waste and almost have to be outside the building. Come on now. Picking up prescriptions at a pharmacy is also something a lot of people are highly self-conscious about. We all need scripts once in a while, some on an ongoing basis. You're in public. It isn't like you are being escorted through a security clearance checkpoint and everything is hushed. Also, when standing in line for an elevator, it is 100% unnecessary to stand across the elevator lobby, blocking others from entering or exiting the elevator doors that are opening and closing. You honestly do not require a running start or to leap across a lava-filled chasm. Just stand next to the door and politely wait. Don't even get me started on loudmouths being on their phones at crowded elevators. Long-winded discussions and arguments at checkout counters. How about those? Okay, all right, we get it. You need attention. This almost always happens when you just drop in someplace to pick up something and you don't grab a shopping cart, one of those disgusting, gross little baskets. You know, the ones people kick all over the floor as they wait online to check out. You get what you need, and then just so happen to see 3 or 4 other things and say, oh, I have to get this. I almost forgot, you say to yourself. And you stand there online with a jumble of goods and products you did not intend to shop for, and it is awkward and ungainly and bulky, and the line is frozen. The checkout staff have mentally checked out. The manager is somewhere else, while there are at least 2 digits full of people waiting to pay for their purchases, and all of the checkout staff are with people arguing about the validity of coupons. Something needs to be rescanned and okayed by the absent manager, demanding a rain check. Oops, they got the wrong item and need someone to get the correct thing, and others are just plain crazy with absolutely nothing better to do. Oh, the tribulations. The first of the month, and all of the crazies are wandering about, staggering and zigzagging slowly across the sidewalks or footpaths of New York City. If you are like me, you spend a lot of your time on city sidewalks dodging slow walkers, those who decide to have some sort of emotional display to get attention, usually on the sidewalk where it is most constricted so you have to walk around them, usually in the street to avoid the drama. And in bad weather, I just cannot fathom why people don't move quickly to get out of the rain. Is it that you are trying to maintain your dignity? Are you really dumb? You want to prolong this? It's awful. Even if you have an umbrella, snap it up already. Get out of the rain and snow. It is obvious that you do not possess an iota of common sense. and your conformist tendencies don't seem to extend to doing what almost everyone else is doing in bad weather, which is to get in from the bad weather or protect yourself from the elements as best you can. What the hell is the matter with you? Seriously, you're not proving anything worthwhile to anyone by getting yourself soaked. The point I am getting to is that gay people wait on lines all the time, and we just can't stand it. Like straight people, I have listened to a number of gay men tell me their little victory stories about their "don't you know who I am" rants to door people and then calling someone inside who comes out and ushers them in. And not only are they getting in, they are getting in for free. They cut the line and rub it in the faces of everyone standing there as if there were some sort of existing conflict they have somehow won, as well as the door people who they have built up a gigantic animus towards in an extremely short period of time. Huh? We wait to get in places. We wait to get out of places. We wait to use the restrooms. We wait and wait. But what we want to do is cut the line. I think anyone who has waited to be let in anywhere loves the privilege of walking right past everyone else standing there dutifully and patiently while you are escorted into wherever or whatever venue you are entering. Airplanes, restaurants, doctor's offices, and if you have the stamina, nightclubs. I have personally enjoyed being on the list at, I guess, exclusive nightclubs way back when, and was dressed for the activities of the nightclub and not dressed to the nines as the disgruntled folk standing in line, fuming and snorting over how anyone wearing a t-shirt and shorts could be ushered in while they came in from the suburbs in their best evening attire. So I am as guilty as anyone else. And I did enjoy just strutting right in there, getting drink tickets and running amok, while the people who waited, paid, and do their best to act cool huddle together and circle their psychic wagons. But I will say that I never made a big deal about it. This was just a pleasant bonus. If I actually had to wait in line and pay to get in, I would just not bother. This thing about theme parks, which is really odd to me because of the never-ending fixation so many gay people have about going to theme parks like Disney World or Six Flags and the special gay days. And I don't know what the common denominator is to make so many gay people want to, I guess, relive their childhood and fix that little emotional wound. Is that it? So they can stand online for hours with other bitchy gay people. I'm at a loss for that. No kidding. I have actually seen people texting, "Oh my God, this line is so long at the supermarket." That's mostly because you were looking at your phone and not at the queue of people ahead of you. So, if you do have the good fortune to skip the lines and be gracious, don't rub it in anyone's faces. Thanks for listening. See you next time, and as the kiddies say, peace out.